transform it from creation.
G'day, mate. Right, this is the United Forever podcast. We're doing a Rowhedge Reject sibling special, specifically about my brother Damon. So I'm Sam Spanner, and I'm with my cousin
Adam. How are you?
Adam Shagham. Not too bad, mate. So off air, we were venting a bit of our fury about parenting problems, but
Yeah.
we'll leave that to one side, because if not, I'm going to go fucking ache right now. So obviously we managed to get a cheeky win last night against Luton. So
Yes.
they were in the conference a couple of years ago. So, you know, it was to be expected, a win, but we don't really need to talk too much about it, right?
Yeah, no, it was a hard, drawn out win, but you know, it's still a win.
That's the one. So we're going to do a bit of a quick fire review. So I'm going to get the timer ready. And
you need the countdown
in
clock.
Carol Vorderman. Sorry. Okay, mate. So literally in 60 seconds, give me a bit of a good, bit of a bad, and a bit of an ugly. All right. So when you're ready, go.
Go. Right. Good being Henderson. The save he did late on, excellent. I don't think De Gea would have saved that, if I'm honest. Shit, I've gone blank. Fuck.
Another vowel, please.
As much as I've slated him, I actually was very impressed with him the other night. But I think that's going to be the fact that Ollie's put him in the shop window, so he probably hyped him up, and he's now been put in the shop window. Eric Bailly, wow, mass improvement on Iceman on the ice.
Sorry, mate.
A massive improvement. You know, he had pace. He was literally didn't give any of their players any room. He was marking close to him. Excellent. Bad. I was disappointed with Brandon Williams. He got knocked off the ball a handful of times, and he got caught out of position a couple of times. What else? I'm trying to think.
Any ugly stuff?
No, I can't think of anything ugly at the moment. Oh, and another good thing, which I can't believe I'm saying as well. Juan Mata, he played well. You know, he did all right. He pinged in some balls. The link up with him and Van der Beek, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a little bit longer than 60 seconds, but you know.
That's all right.
How about yourself?
Right, I'm going to go nice and quick and fiery. So basically, the good, as you said, Hendo, fucking hell, brilliant. I'm so happy for him. Debut match, clean sheet, spectacular save, and a cheeky flick with his hand to the defender afterwards. That was nice. I also love the fact that when what's his name, Rashford and Mason came on, you know, they were just showing the rapport between them, mate. Mason, a cheeky flick, nice assist. Rashford sprinted through, solid striker's finish.
Definitely.
Mason Greenwood, beautiful solo goal. About 15,000 step overs, bang, Brazilian style, proper Brazilian, old school Ronaldo, the fat one. And I think that just goes to show sort of like that's the benchmark.
Definitely.
But what scares me, right, is the team without our sort of triple M's up front, without Bruno. I'm kind of worried about the lack of creativity. All right, you've got Matic and Fred. They're good players. But I think that they're both a bit similar in the fact that this is kind of bad, right? that they ain't going to be able to like create enough spark.
Yeah.
When you've got Fred and McTominay together,
Yeah.
there's a bit more of that spark, and they're a bit more box to box.
Yes.
When Pogba plays with Matic, he can go forward, take more risks. Matic's there to tidy up a bit.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
even though they did their job, I don't think it was good enough in a creative sense. And the ugly, I felt really sorry for old Brandon because, as you said, he got knocked off the ball a lot, got bullied. And I thought he played a bit similar to Shaw in one sense that when he was getting forward, he wouldn't try and dribble past players, which really sort of disappointed me. That was like, the post-lockdown Brandon, not the pre-lockdown.
Yeah.
The pre-lockdown, he'd try and go past the last defender and whip the ball in nice and hard, but I didn't see any of that.
Do you
that's
think he
about
needs
it.
to work on his strength? Because he doesn't. From what I could, at the end of the day, Championship players in Luton are very physical. Championship is a very physical league.
Defo.
Do you think it's because, he's still only 19, isn't he? So he's still young.
Yes,
but
his balls are still dropping.
Did he need to work on his strength and maybe bulk a little bit, but not like Luke Shaw bulk where he's like got burger rolls? You know what I mean?
No, we don't need the old kebab sort of. What's it called? The trimmer thing. But no, I think old.
Yeah.
No, but I think Brandon needs maybe a bit of Maxi Muscle Cyclone or something.
Yeah.
Do a couple of months of that. Not to the point where he's going to start pissing 12 times in the night because his kidneys are fucked up. But he could sort of increase the protein a little bit in his diet, and that should do the job.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
But 3-0, we'll be happy with that. It's a decent scoreline on paper. So thank you, Double M, for saving the day.
Definitely.
Now, moving on to your cousin and my brother.
Yes.
Damon, right? So I'm not going to take the piss too much because, like, even though he's my little brother, he's like a bigger brother physically, and he'd literally beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I ain't going to. But fuck it. Anyway, bring it on, you bastard. Joking. So, going back to some of his nicknames, your dad christened him with the name Wingnut.
Yeah.
Do you remember the origin behind that?
Well, obviously, a wingnut is literally a nut with wings on it, so it's like the top end of a nut. Obviously, so he kind of associated physical features with a nut. So don't ask me why. It is what it is.
Yeah. As we do.
But so that was a bit of a. And that used to wind Grandad up when he ever used to say it, didn't he? And,
I know, totally.
Brilliant.
So another one of his nicknames that I gave him was actually named after a random kebab shop that was called Denims. So he doesn't mind that. I just naturally call him Danim a lot. So I think for the if I can find the image of the Danim kebab shop, I don't think they'd mind if I use that as the background for this podcast. So see what I can find. So, right, this is a little bit embarrassing, but here we go. So, Damon, when he got circumcised, I think quite a few in the family can relate to this.
Yeah.
I think your dad as well joined the circumcision gang as well back in the day.
I think so, yeah.
David R. Another shout out. David, we've all seen your mushroom, mate. Fucking hell. If Mario jumped on your mushroom day, fucking hell, he'd grow 3 times as big. So, anyway, when Damon's dick was all bandaged up, fucking hell, talk about parental negligence. So he was in the bath. This is when he was a little kid. he somehow managed to pull the plug out, and he fucking got his bandaged knob stuck in the plug hole. The wound was exposed, and he needed to go for a second op. So I'm being a right prick.
Fucking headset's nearly fallen off. I'm laughing so hard.
And do you remember, what was it the other day? We were talking about something about your patio door before you got the conservatory.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, your sister came through and did a huge turd on the mat, right?
Yes.
Not on her boyfriend Matt, but actually on the floor mat.
Yeah. Oh,
Bit of scheiße porn. Bit of scat. Going down the scat route. Do you remember when your cousin used to sleepwalk a lot as a kid?
Yes, I remember. He came down. I remember being away on holiday at yours, and
Yeah.
we were sitting there watching something on TV, and then all of a sudden your brother come down stark bollock naked, standing in the middle of the living room, and your dad was like talking to him, knowing full well that he was asleep. He was only about 5 or 6 at the time.
Yeah,
That was fucking brilliant. That was.
So right, imagine another time, right? So
yeah,
my old tit was working night duties at the hospital.
right.
So it was me, my dad, and my brother, right?
Yeah.
So he came into my bedroom. This is not my dad, my brother. If it was my dad, fucking hell, ring childline. No, fucking little brother walked into the bedroom and he's like mumbling shit, and he was naked again. And then I was like, all right, come with me. And I shouted, Dad, come upstairs. Damon's naked again and sleepwalking. So my dad's like, come on, let's go to the bathroom. And he's still sort of dreaming and talking about random stuff.
Yeah.
So my dad's there, accompanied him to the toilet. And my brother stood at the toilet. And he's like, come on, do a piss. And then he's just like mumbling. And then all of a sudden, fuck me, he shits a whole kebab on the fucking toilet mat.
That must have been amazing to watch your dad.
Oh, mate, you know how he gets angry, mate. He went fucking ape shit. I'm talking about fucking King Kong sort of ape shit. And he wasn't even saying words. He was just screaming, and he picked up my brother, covered in shit, stuck him in the bath, showered him down. My brother all crying, disorientated. It was brilliant. And I just remember this huge turd on the floor, and I'm there rolling around with laughter. So, oh, fucking hell.
Oh, bloody
So,
hell.
mate, talking about assholes, so I'm going to fast forward the timeline a little bit.
Mhm.
So there was an event again up at mine, and Nan and Granddad were with us, and
That's correct. Yeah.
so remind us what happened with the good old Lynx Africa.
I'm not again. We're painting quite a picture here. For some unknown reason, your father was stark bollock naked again. I don't know why. Honestly, for the life of me, I don't know why. And we were like
naturist.
I don't exactly know what we were doing, but for some unknown reason, it was yourself, wasn't it? Decided that it'd be a good idea to spray his ass crack with Lynx Africa.
That's the one.
And it literally was. It was like about what, a 20-second delay, wasn't it? And then all of a sudden,
Yeah, it was.
He literally screaming the house down. And if Nan could have run, she would have we run away, right? She would have caught up with us and kicked our asses. But she literally dragged him into the bathroom and showered him down again, I think.
Another showering incident.
While he's crying his eyes out. Poor sod.
Oh, mate, that was kind of like I got stung a few years back by a jellyfish,
Right.
and I was like, I was with my mate Frankie, and he's like, "Shit, watch out, mate! There's a big jellyfish behind you." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" And it swam right over my calf, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This doesn't hurt." So I get
Yeah.
out the sea and everything,
Yeah.
and then progressively I got this fucking burn, and I was like, so apparently if you piss on a
Yeah.
jellyfish thing, it does the job.
Yes.
And I was there on the beach, and there was like I found just like a shaded bit by some rocks, and I was trying to piss on myself, and I couldn't do it. So I was like to my mate Frankie, "Do you mind pissing in this cup for me?" And he's like, "Yeah, no problems, mate." Gets his knob out and pisses in it. So I poured his piss down my leg, and it did the job, mate.
Quality.
So just so you know, when you're over at Mersey next summer, like fucking 2 summers ago when I saw that massive frying pan jellyfish, if you ever get stung, just piss on yourself if you can.
And if you can't,
Or find the nearest
stranger for
person.
piss.
Yeah, I know, fuck me. So
Brilliant.
talking about the sea and stuff and all that. So when we were kids, we went on a couple of haven holidays, right?
Oh, yes, we did, yes. Brilliant times.
So was one of them down Cornwall way, right? Near Newquay or something?
Yes, it was a bit further round and up the coast from Newquay.
Okay.
Didn't we go to did we go to two? Or was it just... Then we went to one in Weymouth, and then we went to... Yeah, the other one was in the northwest
In
corner of
Dorset?
Cornwall, wasn't it? Yeah, so Weymouth and Dorset, then the northwest corner of Cornwall we went to. That was it.
And that's why we got our Fat Willie's t-shirts, wasn't it?
Yes, because it was near Newquay, yeah. Good
Yeah,
old
that'll
Fat
be the
Willies.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. So I remember we were just walking through, I don't know if it was Newquay or something, and obviously Damon was a little kid. Next thing I know, he's missing half a fucking leg. And we were like bedazzled totally.
Yeah.
And there was this random hole in the fucking pavement. And he somehow managed to get half his body stuck in it. And then we were pissing ourselves, but then I was like, shit, my mum's starting to panic.
I can't get him out.
So I think between about 3 or 4 of us, we managed to yank him out, and God knows how he didn't fucking end up snapping his leg off or something. Fucking doing the Gibril Cisse, snapping his fucking shins.
Lovely. Oh,
but mate, I remember it must have been that one when we were at Newquay or something. It was so hot that summer. I remember you getting pretty like sun-kissed and got pretty burnt, and then one day you got a bit of a fever or something. Coronavirus.
Rona before it was popular. Yeah.
I know, fucking the Chinese have been shut up. So I swear, mate, you got sunburnt and your nipple peeled off.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that. Yeah, and yeah, that was no, because what happened was, where was it now? I don't think it was Newquay. It was just around from Newquay. There was like a beach, a massive beach, wasn't there? And there was like this rock pool that turned into a swimming pool. That was it, wasn't it? And we found a part of a surfboard. And what was happening was I was getting on and off the surfboard, and I ended up rubbing my nipple, and it kind of like blistered. And then I've got sunburn on top of it, and then my nipple just started peeling away. It's like, okay, this can't be good.
Fucking hell. It's a good job you had your fucking aunt with you.
Oh yeah,
Paramedic.
exactly.
No, at the end of the
But,
day, what did the trick? A bit of pseudocreme or something?
good old Sudocrem. White
The
ball,
white
yeah.
tribe.
Oh,
Just
brilliant.
if anyone that's random that listens to that. So pseudocreme was one of your preferred products as war paint for your balls,
Yeah,
right?
just yeah, with the war paint. Yes.
Mate, the old puberty ball itch. So
Oh, mate,
um
that was horrendous. As we're like telling
didn't
some home truths here, right?
yeah.
I may or may not have, when I was about 12, scratched my balls
Yeah.
so hard because I had puberty ball itch, right, that I ended up
Yeah.
blistering myself on my ball sack. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the only thing that would calm down the itch was by getting a cold milk bottle out the fridge and resting it on my bollock.
Fucking hell. Oh dear.
But then the
So
brilliant thing was, I'd leave it out. I'd leave my bollocks resting on it for about 20 minutes, and then I'd put the milk bottle back in the fridge.
no, fucking hell. Mate, all you had to do is whack in a few egg yolks and you can make some fucking custard with it.
Or an omelette. Oh,
Oh, eggnog.
as I say, that
Oh
may or
no,
may
right.
not have happened. I'm not going to actually confirm or deny that.
Like we've deviated a bit onto the old ball topic, but mate, do you remember the going even worse, the 3rd-degree burns with the Velcro?
Yeah, I need something really
So
like abrasive to scratch my balls. Why don't you use a Velcro on your Adidas bag? That'd be a good idea.
I do apologise. There were good intentions. I was like thinking, in the short term, mate, that'd be the fix. On the long
Uh,
term, fuck me, A&E. Oh dear.
oh, that was not good.
No, mate.
Oh,
No, because
brilliant.
we're on the topic, I might as well say. So a couple of years ago, I got the serious like tropical ball itch from the old humid weather over in this part of the world.
Yeah,
When I came over to yours,
yeah,
Rowhedge, fuck me, it was just the same climate, 100%
yeah,
humidity, 40 degrees. So I was like in agony. I was like, I don't know who it was. My mum was like, "Why don't you go and get that random cream? What's it called? E45 cream or something?"
yeah,
And I was like, "Mate, they ain't doing it." And it was the time where the old district nurse had popped by to see Nan and everything back in the day,
yeah.
and I didn't have a
That's it.
clue
Yeah,
that she was in the house. And this was like an act of desperation. I saw my mum
yeah,
sat in the armchair, but didn't realise Nan was getting tended to by the district nurse. And I just
yeah.
put my head around the corner. I was like, right, that's it. I'm going upstairs and I'm going to shave my fucking balls. So when I was like, I realised then what had happened. And I was like, mate, just fucking run upstairs, get a spray can of Gillette,
Yeah,
the old shaving foam and shave
yeah.
off your pubes and exfoliate your sack. So, mate, there was some relief. So anyway, going back to the old the West Country. So we were on holiday down some part of the
Yeah,
Cornwall. Was
somewhere.
there
Yeah.
some nudist, or would it have been Dorset Way near Weymouth? There was a nudist beach.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It was down in Dorset.
Right. So basically, we were in the sea, and I did a random scream as loud as I could in your sister's ear. She was crying her eyes out. Your dad gave me the biggest bollocking of my life. Then Damon, like, we were supposed to be looking after him, and
Yeah.
then I got sidetracked as I was getting bollocked. And I saw him sort of running back up the beach, and there was this huge heifer, absolutely naked with the legs wide open. And my brother was running straight towards the jungle. And I just saw my dad in slow motion, David Hasselhoff, Baywatch. No! And he went and grabbed him just in time because I swear he was going to go fucking face first right into the cunt.
I hope he had his wellies on because he'd be knee deep in clunge.
Oh. Oh dear, mate! If he'd have got a leg in there, he wouldn't have got it out. So,
oh god,
mate, moving on to the old time when me and you were obsessed with this tag team duo in WCW. So this was obviously before the WWF Attitude Era.
Yes.
But it's sort of when Ric Flair was at the height of his career and everything. So there was this tag team duo, and it was it Mark Bradshaw and Too Cold Scorpio or something?
Something
I don't
like that.
think it was it Mark Bradshaw or someone else? I can't remember.
Buff Bagwell, that was it.
What was his name?
Buff Bagwell.
That's the one, mate. So
yeah,
we would go like full on. So in your living room, we had like these big teddy bears and stuff, and we'd do full on reenactments of, and sort of like watch the tapes on repeat and reenact everything. Like beating up, was like Big Van Vader or something.
Right, yeah.
And then when I think about it, it got to the age where Damon was starting to show an interest. And up at mine, I remember you doing this fucking elevated power bomb on him. And I don't know how you didn't send his head through the plasterboard, mate.
Yeah, I remember that. He proper twatted his head, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I know, mate. Fucking it. I know, but mate, he somehow inherited a bit of a Simon's head because the Simons do have a sort of a thick skull, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, mate, I remember that.
So, mate, I think I've got an old. Oh no, there's just a little love puff. So, talking about heads and stuff. Do you remember that incident when I gave my brother a love bite on his forehead? So, mate, it was down in Rowhedge. It was me and Damon. We were like doing a bit of wrestling in the living room, and I managed to get him into a sort of a chokehold, and I had him pinned on the ground. And I thought, what can I do now, just to take it to the next level? Sort of like a bit of dude love, sort of Mankind, graphic shit. So got him in a headlock, lips on his forehead, and then I sucked for my life. And I didn't really know what the consequences would be.
Oh yeah,
by God, didn't he? He had a huge bruise right on the centre of his forehead.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then,
yes.
Who was in the back room? Uncle Freddie.
Yeah, that was it.
He was like to my mum, "Oh, if that was my boy, I would beat him black and blue." And he wouldn't shut up, would he? You know what Uncle Freddie was like back in the day. And mate, so my mum was panicking, freaking out. She was like thinking, "Oh fucking hell! When I've got taken back to school next week, what are the teacher's going to say? They're going to ring social services and all that." And I was sat in the armchair, me being an arrogant fucker.
Yeah.
She comes in, screams at me, and I swear, fucking Rocky V versus Tommy Gunn combo in my head. She was like doing jabs left, right, and centre. And you were there as well. And I was like, at the time, do not cry in front of your cousin. So I managed to hold back the tears.
Oh, brilliant. Oh,
dear. So, bloody hell. All right, so Felix Stowe, mate, flash forward a little bit. How good
Yeah,
are the fucking chips in Felixstowe?
mate, they are.
I
They
don't think
are.
there are better chips on the planet.
No, they are literally another level, aren't they?
They're just sick. I mean, I remember the amount of times we'd go with Nan and Granddad just for the day and
Yeah.
stuff. And there was sort of like the playground and some little fairground stuff.
Yes.
Mate, the chips smelled beautiful and they
Yeah.
tasted even better. So, what was the secret to the chips? Do you remember?
Beef dripping, wasn't it? I think.
Oh, baby, bit of beef dripping. So, what is beef dripping called again? Because Nan used to buy it, didn't she, to make her dumplings? Suet, isn't it? Or is
I'm
that a
not
different
sure.
thing?
I think there might be something a bit different. It's a bit old school, so I'm not 100% up on
Yeah.
1930s cuisine.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fucking get your ration books out. Where's
Yeah,
my washboard?
dividend
Oh no,
stamps.
so Felixstowe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Mate, they're gonna have to bring that back with the fucking second lockdown and all that
well, that's
bollocks, and
it with
then
the
just
Rona on the
buying
rise. Yeah,
shelves.
definitely.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, the
So,
bog roll's taking a
mate,
hit again. So yeah,
so what was this about? We were on the racing cars, right, or something like that. They weren't really racing cars; they were just random sort of vehicles you could
yeah,
ride on, right, and go around a
yeah. Like
circuit.
you put a quid in and put your foot down on the pedal, and off you went at
Yeah,
like 5 mile an hour or whatever it was. And yeah, there was
yeah, that's the
different
one.
vehicles. Yeah,
So it was me, you, your sister, and my brother on
yeah,
random vehicles going around a circuit,
yeah.
and I just remember Granddad in tears, pissing himself, and also taking the piss out of Damon, who was crying his eyes out as well. We're like going around the circuit. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, he decides to turn a sharp 90 degrees and starts driving up the grass verge. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh
And
yeah.
he's like, I was doing a skid, you wankers. Like, fuck off. It was just like fucking Damon Hill going up a hill.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. But then I think
Dear, dear.
that same day, I think Laura topped it off the most. If I'm honest, um, trying to do a bit of hit and run on our grandmother. Um,
Oh, good.
yeah, the same same fairground ride on the little pound ride on scooters.
Yeah.
For some unknown, all I can remember is I think after a while after the time ran out, your vehicle just come to a stop, didn't it? Yeah. And I
That's right, yeah.
remember coming down like the back straight, and then all of a sudden it cutting out, and I've just rolled into a halt. And then for some unknown
Okay.
reason, I just look up, and I just see Damon in front, and then Laura turning a corner. Then the next thing I know, literally ploughing into Nan and knocking her ass over the head. And I'm just like, what? What's going on? And then
Fucking
I'm
hell.
there, and I think you're like either in front of me or behind me, and we're trying not to laugh because being the immature
Yeah.
people that we are, not really
Yeah, I
realizing
know.
the effects of someone falling over could do to themselves. We just saw it as Laura trying to hit and run her grandma. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It wasn't like the old original GTA, the Garanja sort of thing when you drove through all the scouts.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no, I
mate.
mean, there was definitely comedy. Now,
Yeah.
because we were over the 34-minute mark now,
Yep.
before we wrap it up, I've got one anecdote. This is
Okay.
like proper fast forward when Damon was like at the age where he could start getting pissed and everything. You
Right.
might have heard about this.
Okay.
Now, all right, so, fucking hell. So basically, he does sweat quite a bit, and I think there are people in our family that get quite sweaty, when
Me.
they get the dab on.
Me.
That's the one.
It could be -10 outside, and I could be sweating my bollocks off. Yeah.
So fucking.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. There's some kitchen roll on your forehead.
I went down the anchor kitchen roll. Damn it.
That was brilliant, mate. So, anyway, I'm not trying to steal the wind of this anecdote. So here we go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I don't know if he was like 17 or 18 or something.
Right.
So he'd been down the pisser, and he gets home. Parents are in bed. By this time, I was living down south in sort of Essex way, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And he came back home absolutely blind-eyed. So he had the munchies. He literally did supermarket sweep in the kitchen, ate everything, even probably fistfuls of dried rice and pasta, whatever. Fucking hell. And that was during the food challenge era that he used to do.
Right. Okay.
And so it's just like completely ransacked the kitchen. And then he started getting the sweats.
Right.
And he's like, I don't want to go upstairs and wake my parents.
Yeah.
Because he thought about, trying to do something constructive to wash himself down. So he went to sort of turn the kitchen tap on.
Yeah.
Start to sort of refresh himself progressively. He ended up naked again. Right down to the bare bone. He's like, I actually need some kind of soap to feel more hygienic.
Yeah.
The nearest thing at hand is a fucking jumbo size bottle of fairy liquid.
Oh my god.
So here we go. He picks it up.
Yeah.
And he's like, mate, nothing's coming out. Because, you got like the red cap thing that you can sort of pull out, and then you release the detergent. So he's like, what the fuck's happening here? So he's looking down the spout to no avail. With his superhuman strength, he squeezes for his life. Projectiles fairy liquid all over himself. Probably gets it in his eyes by this time. There's fairy liquid all over the kitchen floor. And he's sliding all over the place. Covered in slime. And then my mum had got the washing in. And he somehow managed to knock the washing basket over and get all of the whitewashing covered in fairy liquid. Tried to make his way upstairs to seek help. There was fucking fairy liquid hand marks up the fucking wall, slipping side to side. And my parents were like, who the fuck's this naked, incredible Hulk creature? And then between the two of them, they had to sort of lift him in the bath and shower him down again. So we've gone a bit full circle here. So I think on that note, we've just finished the legendary episode.
God, I can't breathe, mate. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh dear, fucking hell. I had to go next door and ask Grandad for one of his inhalers.
Yeah. So we've spent the last 40 minutes and we've come to the conclusion that your brother likes to get stuck bollock naked and then not get in the shower.
That's the one. And cover himself in shit. Links Africa or fairy liquid.
At least it will smell nice afterwards.
Yeah, I know. Oh dear, mate.
God, bloody hell.
So if anyone's listening
Oh.
and you want to subscribe to this random, weird, fucked up shit, do it, mate. And if you're a complete and utter bell end, click on the bell.
Definitely. Oh my
Yes,
God.
mate. All right, how are we going to wrap it up?
Well, getting some very liquid, I think.
Mate, if your balls are sweaty, try a bit of very liquid.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, well.
All right, I've
Okay.
just had a spontaneous idea. So I think the next sort of family special thing should be maybe times when we got bollocked by our dads, to be
Yeah.
specific.
Yes. I think we might be able to do a whole series on that somewhere down the line.
Oh, mate, that'd be brilliant.
Yes, mate.
Okay,
Definitely.
mate. Right,
Oh,
what are your goodbye words, mate?
over and out, mate, on that note. Christ.
Over and out. All right, see you later, you chronic masturbators. Fuck me. Oh, mate, I can't find this.